Resistance is futile.
Boldly going where no show has gone before. This is The Week in Geek with David D. Squared and Brian Held. Heard live on News Talk 99.5 WRNO and the iHeartRadio app. Here are your hosts, Brian Held and D. Squared.
Greetings, people of Earth. This is The Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. I'm your host, D Squared, along with
Brian Held.
Brian Held. How are you, buckaroo?
Man, I'm great, because this is my favorite time of year. We are preparing for Wizard World New Orleans next weekend, man.
We are?
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be at the Ernest Morial Convention Center. And, we'll have a table out there, plenty of swag to give away. Come and see us. But I just wanted to mention to folks that there are still tickets available. And help me out with this, Dave. 104.1 The Spot, Q93, WNOE.
WNOE, and then Sports 1280. There's not one, but two. We've got regular passes to give away and the VIP passes with Mads Mikkelsen or your boy from Constantine.
Okay, so make sure you go visit those sites, get in on those contests, because I'm sure within the next few days they're going to be...
The second. So, it's been awkward just because the holidays.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is what it is. So we didn't have the bevy of prizes we've normally had. But,
right.
So Sports 1280 is where you can go. And then, NOE and Voodoo.
And Katie Lambert was very happy with her prize pack. I made sure she got that earlier this week. So
good deal.
Lots of stuff we gave away all month long. So you ready to lay out the show?
Absolutely. As always, we'll start off with top nerd news. And then we'll have our boy Skungy with his pick of the week.
Right. And then what we're going to do, there's no guest today, but we're going to do a look back at the whole year and give you some bits that were our favorites from
I think the term is retrospective.
Yes, thank you, Dave.
Big Word Sunday. Look out.
There you go. And, of course, we'll close out the show, as we always do, with This Week in Geek History.
But first... And now, your top nerd news stories from around the world, brought to you by the Viridian Tea Company. Find them on Etsy. And now, your top nerd news stories. Okay, Brian, what's topping us off today?
We have to mention that right now, Aquaman is currently sitting at $188 million domestic, for a total of $748 million worldwide.
Wow.
And
is that a lot?
That is a lot.
Okay.
They are projecting it to hit $1 billion in ticket sales. Absolutely. So
some expensive fish.
Yes. So
if it's really cooking, is it no longer sushi? I don't. Right. The jokes, they write themselves.
Right. So I guess I'm going to say this is a winner for DC. Right.
About damn time.
It is.
I mean, look, like even a blind squirrel finds a nut every now and again.
Well, let's hope they continue the trend and start putting out good content.
I have not seen any new movies as of late, just because it's Saint season, everything else that's been going on, but. I do want to go see it because I think if this can be something similar to like what Shazam, forebodes, where it could be more fun and just get away from the stupid gritty crap and how it's all dark and foreboding and stuff. Like the Flash is not a gritty guy. He's supposed to be fun loving, and then like.
Oh, you mean Shazam?
Well, yeah. But I'm talking about the Flash as well, because the Flash, he sucked in Justice League, and so. When you look at the CW TV show, he's a kid, he has fun, and like with the Flash, they kind of touched on it, but he was so out of place with all these dark, brooding people. Cyborg was depressed. Wonder Woman she was depressed. Batman, Superman, it was just dull and depressing, and no matter what kind of spark you give the Flash to be fun and be kid-like, it's overshadowed and just muffled,
Just too much emo going on, right?
Absolutely, man. The goth is strong in this one.
Mm-hmm.
So if Aquaman, from most people are just saying it's a visual fun feast too, right?
Yeah, I did see it, and yes, absolutely.
Can you do some spoilers?
Well, I mean, at this point, it's been out long enough.
Okay, good.
I think,
spoiler alert. You can spoil it for me. I don't care.
No, it's. I mean, I think that it's like watching a Silver Age comic book.
Really?
Honestly,
that's a compliment.
Yeah. But and now it is a double-edged sword, because some of that is you can finish the character's lines, right?
Okay.
Because it's kind of really old school comic booky.
Okay.
You know, we're going to save the day, and kind of
Da-da-da.
right, exactly, and you can finish those sentences, but visually spectacular. It did jump around a whole lot. They were globe-trotting in order to get the MacGuffins that they were after, and so they would touch on points very quickly and then move to the next place.
Okay.
That's a little bit jarring, but overall, it's who cares, right? The story is cohesive. It was fun. I enjoyed it. So, yeah. And, yeah, we still have Black Manta still around. He's a villain. He can come back. They didn't kill the other bad guy.
Did he look okay with the big giant head?
He did, yeah.
Okay, that was my biggest concern.
I know, and I thought it was kind of cool because, the Atlanteans gave him this technology, and then he tinkered with it and turned it into that costume. I thought that was cool. That was a nice aspect to it.
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
That's fine. All right. So the other movie that is not faring very well is one show at Holmes and Watson.
Yeah, man. Freaking Will Ferrell is bombing on this.
Dude, like Step Brothers sucked. That was a horrible movie.
I never saw that one.
You're lucky.
But Talladega Nights.
Talladega Nights and I forgot what the other one was.
I like Blades of Glory. Even
That was pretty funny.
yeah.
That one had so many junk jokes, you know?
It did. It was like, nobody knows what it means. That's what makes it provocative, right? I love that. But yeah, Holmes and Watson, it completely missed the mark. It came out of the gate with a 0% critics review. It is currently sitting at 9% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's pretty harsh. I mean, look, I've seen some pretty bad movies where it's like they tried to be funny and they go a lot of times for that low-hanging fruit.
Yeah.
But it's like when you know that it's just going to be weird and awkward, that people are walking out of the theater. I think I've walked out of one movie. I can't remember what it was because, like, I'm too cheap. I'm like, I put my money there, and I know they ain't going to give me no damn refund, So I'm just like, I'm just going to suffer through it.
No, I walked out of one movie. It was Novocaine with Steve Martin. I walked out of that.
Wow, I don't even know that movie.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But I think I gave it about 30 minutes, and then we went with another couple, and my buddy left, and I'm like, oh, maybe he's going to hit the head. I'm going to follow him. And so I left, and then he tells me this deal about he and his wife have an agreement. If he hates the movie, he will walk out and meet her in the arcade. Right? And
what is he, 12?
Well, but she's
hey,
sort of,
Mom, I'm going to the arcade.
She's sort of the person that she, once she's in, she's invested. She has to see it to the end, even if it's bad.
God. Yeah, well, no. There's some things just let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Well, so apparently people are letting Holmes and Watson go. Like, not even lasting 10 minutes for some folks.
How bad must the movie be? I mean, look, people have likened it to Ishtar.
Oh.
That's when you know it's bad. If they say it's Ishtar level bad, that is a big pile of Ishtar.
Well, it's so bad that Netflix doesn't even want to buy it. So
they'll buy anything.
Yeah.
Mikey likes it.
Right. They bought, what was it, the Cloverfield Paradox?
Yeah, look. Actually, this kind of sort of rolls into our next one with Netflix, and they got the Avengers: Infinity War, and I forgot to pay my bill because I had to get a new credit card.
Okay,
and so I forgot to update my credit card info. So I went to go watch Netflix over the weekend. I was just like, curse you! And then just something else came up. But so Netflix now has this, and why is everybody so pissed about this thing? They called Thanos a sociopath?
So they have since changed it, but what Netflix did
They changed it?
They did.
They caved?
They caved.
What a bunch of bitches.
So
God.
what they did is they put the synopsis for the movie in the description there, and they essentially called Thanos an intergalactic sociopath, which everyone freaked out. They're like, you can't make that label, right?
Yes, you can.
So there's a whole group of people out there that
are wrong.
Hashtag
that are
Thanos
wrong?
was right. Okay.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. Well, look. Let's think about this.
If they said it was an intergalactic Hitler, okay, that's a stretch.
All right. Look, I looked up the definition. A sociopath is a person with a psychopathic personality whose behavior is antisocial, often criminal, and who lacks a sense of moral responsibility or social conscience. And I think, all right, that Thanos is trying to be socially responsible to the universe as a whole, right?
Yeah, because the psychopath definition is the opposite of that, where he has no empathy. And that's the thing. He does because he had to kill his own daughter, and he suffered for that.
He did.
So he's not a psychopath. He actually has some sort of a moral compass. It's just that it's kind of pointing the wrong direction. It's pointing true south, not north.
Okay, look, I
think people are just stupid, though.
Well, regardless, there was a big brouhaha over Twitter and all that kind of stuff.
Do people own dictionaries? You don't even have to own a damn dictionary. You got the dictionary app on your phone, you freaking morons.
You're right.
Oh, my God. This is what happens. When you don't educate the populace. They get all bent about a stupid word, Brian.
I like the dictionary plug-in for Kindle. That's always great.
Wait, what?
The Kindle app has a dictionary plug-in where you can just, I'm reading a book. Oh, here's a word. Click on it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's great,
right.
man.
It's fantastic.
Jesus, before you'd have to put the book down, go wander over to your bookcase, peruse a giant tome of knowledge.
Right. Now, a lot of people, let's move on a little bit, keep it in the Marvel vein. A lot of people are kind of going off about Marvel retconning the original Avengers, because Marvel did confirm that Loki was being influenced by the Mind Stone in the Avengers, and I kind of have to agree with them a little bit.
All right, why are they doing this now?
I mean, it was like a sort of like a Wikipedia entry. It's
But does this have anything to do with the fact that they're going to have a Loki TV show on the Disney Plus thing, and maybe they want to make it where it's like, oh, he wasn't really always trying to kill his brother? It's like, yes, he was.
Well, but hold on.
It's what Loki does.
Hold on a second.
The trickster.
He's the god of mischief.
Right, but sometimes he's a little murdery. he gets a little stabby McStabberson every now and again.
Yeah, I don't think he always wants to kill his brother. It's just make him miserable.
Maybe he dies, maybe he doesn't. He's kind of like the Marvel Joker. He really is, except that his jokes are kind of funny and cheeky, where the Jokers are kind of like, stabby McStabberson.
Regardless, I've
always wondered. I've asked you this question before. It's like, who is the Joker, compatriot or opposite in Marvel? And there's never really been one, but I could see Loki.
Yeah, to a degree. Maybe Loki is the god that Joker worships, right?
Ooh, he's the avatar of Loki.
There you go.
See, you're welcome, world.
So,
sorry, what were you saying?
No, I can see that the influence of the Mind Stone over Loki would push him further to that really malicious, mischievous edge, right? And that would sort of make sense to me, but it just one of these things where on Marvel's website, they updated this entry about it and basically kind of said, yeah, he was under the influence of it. And folks are like, oh, come on, it's Loki. I mean,
right.
So I don't know.
It's always cheeky.
Let's go in the realm of even more speculation.
Ooh, what?
So, there's this thing.
Is this Hugh Jackman?
Yes, Google says Hugh Jackman will cameo in Avengers Endgame. I think this is kind of crazy.
Well, look, they had the entire cast make a cameo in Deadpool when they're all in Professor X's house.
That was awesome.
That is the best clip ever, man.
Yes.
The entire cast, they open the door.
So here's the deal, right? If you go and Google Hugh Jackman or famous Hugh Jackman movies,
Huge Jackman.
H-U-G-H.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Right. If you Google famous Hugh Jackman movies, the third entry that appears is Avengers Endgame. And what I did, just to do my due diligence, I went to the IMDb entry for Avengers Endgame just to see if somebody maybe snuck his name in there, right? Because anybody can edit it.
Right.
It doesn't appear on that page under the cast. So where is that connection happening? And
if only there were some nerds who really loved comic books and computers and knew how to maybe hack certain websites. If only there was someone like that. But I don't know.
I think that is almost beyond the pale, just because if he were to come out for anything, he'd come out for Ryan Reynolds in a Deadpool deal or X-Force before he would show up in Endgame. And look, the ink still isn't even dry on the Disney Fox deal.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's not going to happen. That's some fangirl really just kind of like, oh, Hugh Jackman. Or a fan dude. I don't know.
Like, it's probably just
Sebastian Stan. I said it before. I'd hump his leg.
Oh, jeez.
The Orville, Brian, tonight. It comes on tonight.
Yes, I think it's on right now, actually.
Oh, crap.
Wait, we're gonna have to catch it on streaming. In fact, I'm a little bit behind for last season, but I'm very excited that it's back. I can't wait to catch up and get right into season 2.
That was this show really it filled that void that CBS just cannot seem to get right.
No,
where they're honest with what they're going to do. You know, when you think back about the original series, some of the campy ass acting, it's like, good God, there was some pretty bad acting sometimes, but it worked. And with the Orville, they're being honest and upfront that they're going to do real, kindergarten type humor, but then they're going to do some real thoughtful, insightful things at the end of, or even during the episode.
Absolutely.
So you walk away going, that's a deep thought. I'll ponder that.
I will never forget watching episode 3 of season 1 when they had the whole Mocklin deal and there was the baby and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And I literally, as soon as that show ended, got up and started pacing because I was thinking so much. And I'm like, this is the kind of television I want.
Right. And when they said First Contact, because that's been all the trailers, just First Contact, it's like, I'm like, that's really well done too, because of all the Star Trek movies, First Contact is probably the best one. And it's like that, it's like they're stealing almost the love that people have for Star Trek and going, bring it over here, baby.
Well,
bring
clearly,
it over here.
Because Star Trek CBS is not engendering that love at all.
Oh, God, no. It's the exact opposite. People want to burn CBS to the ground, man.
I mean, maybe things will change.
I don't encourage that.
Right. Maybe things will change with season 2 of Star Trek Discovery, because I know they are making some changes, especially to the Klingons. And, of course, maybe try to bring it more in line with the original series. But a lot of folks are really excited about Patrick Stewart, and he's getting his own series. So it'll be interesting to see what they do.
I'm just waiting for the Boy Who Would Be King movie to come out, because then I'll see Patrick Stewart as Merlin.
Yeah.
That's all I care about.
All right. Fair enough.
All right. So
speaking of old times, knights. Right. Yes, Michael Palin is now Sir Michael Palin. Yes.
Dun, da, da.
He was given New Year's honors on, it was announced Friday, December 28th.
That's good.
And he is no longer just a knight who says knee.
Well, that's really good.
Go back to the shadow.
I move for no man.
I'm servant to the secret fire, wielder of the flame of Arnor. The dark fire will not avail you, flame of Udun!
Then you shall die.
Fly, you fools!
None shall pass.
You cannot pass!
None shall pass.
You shall not pass!
And there you go. I had to bring it back.
No. How long ago did you cut that?
I don't know. It was sometime this year, I think.
Okay.
Gandalf versus the Black Knight.
Yeah, but, Palin, he was, like, I've been a knight before, He was Sir Galahad, of course, in Holy Grail. And he was the one who rescued Lancelot. What's the cave or the castle of perilousness is too perilous. We've got to take you away. I can handle a little peril.
A little peril.
Right. Congratulations to him.
Skungy is waiting patiently on the phone lines.
Good enough. All right, guys, stay tuned. When we get back, we'll have our boy Skungy and his pick of the week. You're listening to The Week in Geek on News Talk 99.5 WRNO.
We're caught in the moon's gravitational pull. What do we do, Captain? We die. Boldly going where no bar has gone before. The Bad Wolf is a bar, restaurant, and game shop all in one. You can't beat our specialty drinks, fresh food, and a variety of RPGs, board games, and miniature games for sale or rent. Stop by and hang out, or attend one of our regularly scheduled events, all in a non-smoking environment. The Bad Wolf Bar and Grill is located at 2010 O'Connor Street in Gretna, or find us at badwolfbar.com. The Bad Wolf Bar and Grill, where everybody knows your game.
Friends, is your morning tea just not your cup of tea? Then try the tea blends of Viridian Tea Company. At Viridian Tea Company, they sell blends guaranteed to make you think outside the box. With such blends as Tea of the Necropolis, Quantum Mechanics, Spider Witch, and many more, your tea experience will be out of this world. Look for the blends at Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, located at 631 North Carrollton, or on Etsy at Viridian Tea Company. Try Viridian Tea Company today. Your taste buds will thank you.
You've waited for it, and now it's here. Get your very own Week in Geek Radio Show t-shirt and help support our show. These 100% cotton black t-shirts with the Week in Geek Radio Show logo are going fast. So don't wait. Go to TWiGradio.com and order your shirt now. Just go to TWiGradio.com and get your very own Week in Geek Radio Show t-shirt. $15 up to XL, $17 for 2X and 3X. That's TWiGradio.com.
Mata Hari, Agent H21 is a spy fiction short story anthology about the famous dancer, seductress, and spy from World War I. Mata Hari, Agent H21, published by Pro Se Productions, has 7 rip-roaring adventure tales about the world-famous super spy that features her battling her enemies by using any weapons at her disposal. Mata Hari, Agent H21 is available for purchase in ebook and paperback formats on Amazon.com.
Do you have a message or logo that you need the world to see? Then rely on the folks at Gretna Signworks to use their expertise to deliver your design. With over 15 years in business, Gretna Signworks can do commercial and yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, magnetic signs, vehicle graphics and lettering, and so much more. Gretna Signworks also has an exceptional network of suppliers, so no job is out of scope. Find Gretna Signworks on Facebook or visit them at 2125 Bell Chase Highway today.
This is Captain Rex, troopers, and you're listening to the Week in Geek. Now move out.
Welcome back. This is the Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. I'm D Squared with
Brian Held.
All right, Brian Held. It is your favoriteest time in the whole show.
Yippee-ki-yay!
I am not what you would call a handsome man.
Skungy's Pick of the Week is brought to you by GameStop and ThinkGeek.com.
Skungy's Pick of the Week.
He might be an idiot savant.
Woohoo!
Skungy, what's shaking, bacon?
Not a whole lot. How are you gentlemen on this fine afternoon or evening?
We're super fantastic. Thanks for asking.
Yay.
All right. Get to it, Skungy.
I'm outstanding.
Outstanding.
All right, what we got today, man?
I'm just going to go run down my top games of 2018 since, you know, the year is ending tomorrow night. So why not look back and see what was really good this year?
All right, let's do it.
All right, I'm sure you're topping that list with Fallout 76, right?
Oh, yeah. No, that's number one. That's the number one game. You spoilers, man.
All right, go ahead. What's your list, man?
So, just a couple of honorable mentions real quick. I mean, this was a really, really good year for gaming. I mean, you had DBZ Fighters, Monster Hunter World came out this year. Strange Brigade, just got to give props to that game just because I love it so much. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, We Happy Few, State of Decay 2. These are all like great games. It was a really, really good year for games. But starting with my number 5, Far Cry 5.
Okay.
It's basically took all the best parts of Far Cry and put them into this game with a great story. Little bit upset that they kind of, you know, use kid gloves with the content of the game, but it's still all right. It would have been perfect had that not been the case. But Far Cry 5, really good, lots of stuff to do, great open world. If you haven't checked it out yet, please, by all means, go ahead and check it out.
Okay.
Number 4, Super Smash Brothers Ultimate.
Okay, that's
DJ got that for Christmas.
Yeah, that just came out on the Switch, right?
Yeah, it just came out on the Switch. Like I said in my review a couple of weeks ago, this is the ultimate Smash Brothers game. I mean, it's got every single character in the game except Waluigi.
So then it's not an ultimate. It's not an ultimate if it doesn't have everybody.
Doesn't have every.
If it has an asterisk, it is not It's not an ultimate.
It's like Barry Bonds' career.
Oops.
Yeah. So yeah, but it's really, I mean, it's fantastic if you're a fighting game fan. It's got a great story mode that you could play for hours. I'm talking like 30 hours in a story mode in a fighting game is unheard of.
Yeah.
Great online multiplayer, and it's just one of the best party games you can play. Anybody can pick up. That's what's good about it. Anybody can pick up and play it, and if you're a button masher, you can do just as good as somebody who's played the game for years.
What if I want to like go into the esports industry and I'm just a button masher? Do I have a shot? Are you saying
Probably
there's a
not.
chance? Are you saying there's a chance?
You're saying there's a chance.
All right, so no. Okay. All right. What's next?
Number 3, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Wow, that's only number 3?
That's,
the entire world, the
I know.
NFL, the NBA, everyone has heard of this game.
Yeah, it's the reason why it's only number 3. I mean, it's the story in this game is fantastic. It's such an open, sprawling world that it's a game that I think it's going to get better as time goes on, because it's not a game that you just rush through. You sit down. You actually want to do everything in this world. Everything's deliberate. The walking is slow. The travel is slow, but it's meant to like immerse you into this world and feel like you're living in this breathing world, this is Rockstar's masterpiece. I mean, they've done really well and had Grand Theft Auto 5 for like 5 years. That game has been running with us online. This game is its masterpiece.
Wow.
So that one's number 3 though, because I mean these next 2 they just couldn't. Number 2, Spider-Man for the PlayStation 4.
Man, I can't play that.
Well, I'm telling you, this is a system seller. If this is a reason to buy a PlayStation 4, Spider-Man on the PlayStation 4 has a story that rivals. This would make Stan Lee and Jack Kirby so proud of this story. Nice. It's better than some of the comic books I've read. It's certainly better than a lot of the movies I've seen. The gameplay, I mean, this is a game that you have fun just swinging around the environment. I mean, you could just do that for hours, not do anything, just swinging from building to building, you know. It's easy to pick up. It's not that complicated, but there's still a lot to do. And that's what makes the game so much fun, because it doesn't feel overcomplicated like some of the other Spider-Man games that you've played in the past.
Did folks get their Sam Raimi spider suit yet?
No, I haven't seen that one yet, but I haven't finished all the DLC yet, because they had 3 DLC packs that came out, and I'm still only doing the first one, which was Black Cat. And a heist, which is really cool. I mean, it's the detail done with the DLC is just as good as with the base game.
All right, yeah, no, a lot of folks were like, "Give us the Sam Raimi suit. We want, you know."
They've got so far I've unlocked like 30 suits. I mean, they have everything from the Skull Spirit. They have everything from the Homecoming just regular, you know, suit that he made from scratch. They've got the Scarlet Spider. They got everything in there, basically. If you could think about it, they've got it.
All right, nice. Fair enough.
All right, so here's the real question.
Number 1, it's God of War.
God of War, boy.
God of Boy.
God of Boy.
Boy of War. I mean, this game, man, it sunk its claws in me really deep. It was. Number 1, the fact that the entire game, there are no cutscenes. Everything is done in game. It's not, and it just brings you even deeper into the game when you don't get. A lot of times you'll get pulled out of a game when it skips to a cutscene, and you're like, oh, all right, well, you know, I'm not controlling anything. You can control everything on this one. The story, and the reason why it's my number 1 is because the investment that I gave in the last God of Wars through that entire series, and how it's culminated and made a whole new trilogy with this one, with this unbelievable story. So it resonates with me because I've followed the journey of Kratos all these years. And the voice acting in this game is amazing. I mean, Michael Judge, who played Teal'c in SG-1, Stargate SG-1. Nice. Plays Kratos, and he does a commanding job. I mean, the other guy, I think, T.C. Carson, who used to play Kratos, did a fantastic job, but he just brought a new depth to Kratos in this one, and that pushes this entire story believable. You, care for this character, and that's the other thing. Kratos used to just be like a prick, you know? He was like, I'm just killing everybody, you know? I don't care. It's like, you know, if you do this, you're going to screw the entire world. I don't care. I'm killing everyone.
Like Thanos.
This one,
he's a sociopath, not a psychopath. He's a sociopath.
Absolutely.
All right, good. That's what I need to know.
But this one, he's now like, he's got a son, so he's like seeing the world different. And, the awkward relationship from him and Boy, because that's the kid, just Boy. So, and everything about it, the RPG system, the open world, the tales that are just told of Norse mythology while you're just walking through the world, everything about it's just a perfect game, and it is a masterpiece. Sony has, the top 2 games made this year, at least in my opinion. So if you haven't bought a PlayStation yet, now is the time to get a PlayStation.
Go to GameStop.
Yes.
Well, look at that plug.
Look, PS4 has been outselling Xbox. I mean, I'm not trying to rub it in your nose or anything, Dave, but that's just the numbers bear out. So.
All right, so
I'm a fanboy of Xbox, but man, PlayStation really is just they're knocking it out of the park.
All right, Skungy, hold on one second, because Brian, tell the listeners about how this soundbite came to be that I'm about to play.
All right, so a while ago, I set up a phone number for our show. That phone number is 504-323-5475. And if you don't remember that number, you can simply go to our Facebook. That's facebook.com/The Week in Geek. And it's right there. It's on our deal. And we will take your voicemails and play it on the show as long as it's FCC regulated.
I'll bleep it out. If they would just want to call and say how much they hate me, I am so down with that. Okay. I'll just D squared's a bleep 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 bleep.
Right.
Like R2D2 on the show.
So yeah, if you
more code, not a comment.
If you got a question for us, you want to interact, you want to just say how much you love the show, please call us and leave a message. And if it sounds funny or it's cool, we'll play it.
But here's a question for Skungy, right? Okay, Here we go.
I was just curious to know your thoughts on Destiny and the Black Armory expansion. Thank you.
There we go.
So
blunt and to the point. I like that.
Yes.
Man, Destiny, Destiny is just getting a lot of hate lately. I mean, it's not doing well. The expansions aren't doing well at all. The base game for Destiny 2 is $5 right now.
Wow.
Man.
I think that says it all.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're just like, they're going in the wrong direction.
And for the uninitiated, that's an MMO, right? A futuristic MMO?
It's a first-person shooting MMO that was made by Bungie, the guys who originally just made Halo. And it did so well. And the first one was doing well. And then they came out with the second one. They already lied to people because they said, we're going to support Destiny for 10 years, and you're just going to do expansions. And then 3.5 years later, here's Destiny 2.
Wow.
Liar!
Yeah. So, and it's just since that, it's just kind of... It just kind of not as... It hasn't hit its potential.
Well, that's what I say. Do they bounce back from this? Can they, recover from this?
Can they give their customers canvas bags? That's the real question.
Oh my God! Oh man, I still need to put in my thing for that canvas bag.
Too.
Thanks for reminding me.
Yes.
So Destiny is it's going to be a failure from now on. Is there any salvaging?
I don't know. I mean, like the new expansion. I mean, they just did the Forsaken thing a little while ago, and it's just the story for Forsaken was, I mean, Cade Six, who's the most popular character he was killed, and that made a lot of people angry. So you take away like one of the most popular characters, and now you're on a revenge thing for it. I want to say that I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna keep giving it a chance and see if they can maybe fix it, but I'm not holding my breath.
All right. Well, Skungy, look. First off, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And we're not going to fire you because we need you to come work the booth at Wizard World next weekend.
Oh, so that's it. I'm just meat to you.
Yeah, you're just
use me whenever you want.
You're just a lackey. You carry my luggage.
Damn, that's
No, you carry my luggage, sir. I don't know. Get that right.
I don't know what's going on over here, Skungy. I don't know what's happening here.
Good, Skungy, thanks so much, man. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you guys.
All right, brother. See you tomorrow, actually.
See you tomorrow.
Yep.
All right, guys. When we get back, we're going to have our 2018 retrospective. Stay tuned. You're listening to The Week in Geek on News Talk 99.5 WRNO.
Boldly going where no bar has gone before. The Bad Wolf is a bar, restaurant, and game shop all in one. You can't beat our specialty drinks, fresh food, and a variety of RPGs, board games, and miniature games for sale or rent. Stop by and hang out, or attend one of our regularly scheduled events, all in a non-smoking environment. The Bad Wolf Bar and Grill is located at 2010 O'Connor Street in Gretna, or find us at badwolfbar.com. The Bad Wolf Bar and Grill, where everybody knows your game.
Jezebel Johnston, Devil's Handmaid by Nancy Hansen, is now an audiobook read for you by Brian Held. It's a tale of a young girl from Tortuga who disguises herself as a boy and bluffs her way onto a pirate ship, chasing after her one true love, only to find adventure on the high seas. Jezebel Johnston, Devil's Handmaid is available on Amazon, Audible, and iTunes. Get your copy of Jezebel Johnston today.
Do you have a message or logo that you need the world to see? Then rely on the folks at Gretna Signworks to use their expertise to deliver your design. With over 15 years in business, Gretna Signworks can do commercial and yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, magnetic signs, vehicle graphics and lettering, and so much more. Gretna Signworks also has an exceptional network of suppliers, so no job is out of scope. Find Gretna Signworks on Facebook or visit them at 2125 Bell Chase Highway today.
Friends, is your morning tea just not your cup of tea? Then try the tea blends of Viridian Tea Company. At Viridian Tea Company, they sell blends guaranteed to make you think outside the box. With such blends as Tea of the Necropolis, Quantum Mechanics, Spider Witch, and many more, your tea experience will be out of this world. Look for the blends at Tubby & Coo's Mid-City Bookshop, located at 631 North Carrollton, or on Etsy at Viridian Tea Company. Try Viridian Tea Company today. Your taste buds will thank you.
You've waited for it, and now it's here. Get your very own Week in Geek Radio Show t-shirt and help support our show. These 100% cotton black t-shirts with the Week in Geek Radio Show logo are going fast. So don't wait. Go to TWiGradio.com and order your shirt now. Just go to TWiGradio.com and get your very own Week in Geek Radio Show t-shirt. $15 up to XL, $17 for 2X and 3X. That's TWiGradio.com.
My name is Optimus Prime, and you are listening to
Starscream here, and you are listening to The Week in Geek. Call me Lord.
Welcome back. This is The Week in Geek. I'm D Squared along with
Brian Held.
All right, Brian. So let's do our little retrospective, looking back to the year that was 2018.
It was weird.
Yeah, I mean, but hey, look, it flew by, dude. I mean, look, things worked out, fortunately, for most of us. So we're still alive. Our hearts are still beating. But Disney has just been trying to do all kinds of crazy stuff, and they've caused so many problems for us. And just, I guess also we should thank them because they gave us a lot of things to talk about over the course of the year and bring in guests to get their educated opinion.
Right.
Claudia Gray came in. And we talked about, her new book that she had.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we got into the whole Disney streaming aspect. And we were talking about
The Mandalorian?
Yeah.
Yes.
But also some of the Rogue One spinoffs that might be happening.
Right.
And here's this conversation. We'll go back in time. It's about 2.5 minutes long. You, me, and Claudia Gray. What's topping us off, Brian?
All right. Well, I think that you wanted to talk about the new Disney streaming service. Of course, it was announced it's going to come online in late 2019. But I think, were you excited about the announcement for Loki?
I don't have a man crush on him or nothing like you do, but I mean, I like him.
Come on, it's Tom Hiddleston. I mean...
Right.
Yeah.
I don't want to hump his leg.
Yeah, well, and of course, I believe that we're getting more Bucky and Falcon in a streaming series that's kind of sort of been announced.
I think it's like a cop buddy show.
Well, that's kind of what they're talking about
Bucky
a little
and
bit.
Falcon.
That would be kind of cool.
It's like Turner and Hooch.
Right. Although... who's the guy who plays Bucky? I can't remember.
Sebastian Stan.
Sebastian Stan, yeah. He's kind of not, like, really confirming
I'd hump
anything.
his leg.
Would you?
I'd totally hump his leg.
All right. And then, of course, the Rogue One series, they announced that.
Is that the cartoon one?
No.
Jeez, I'm losing track of all the stuff. See, CBS, take note. Stop doing all this crappy Star Trek stuff and all these stupid, like, cerebral shows. Give us something good.
Yeah.
Like this. This
Right.
is good.
Well,
I like it.
But do you want to see more in the Rogue One kind of vein of things?
I'd be cool with that if it has that kind of, like, that war movie feel where it's not just like a romp through space and we're all having fun. I'd like to see more people die in Star Wars. I think that would be pretty damn awesome. So you just have like a Suicide Squad of throwaway rebel scum and let them all die. I would love that.
We saw dead Ewoks at the end of episode 6. Was that enough? Not enough for you?
Nobody cares about dead Muppets. Claudia, you had your hand up, Claudia.
Yeah, I'm super excited about the Rogue One series. Not only, I liked Cassian Andor and I'm interested, but to me, this also means more Mon Mothma, who is like the biggest character in Star Wars we know nothing about.
Fair enough.
And hopefully, if they can negotiate with Jimmy Smits, more Bail Organa, which is another thing I would like to see a lot more of. And they would be very natural characters to be in that. I don't know whether or not that's happening, but it's hard to imagine they wouldn't show up, right?
Yeah, no, you're right. They probably should be in there.
I don't know. There was a running joke back when we used to play Star Wars tabletop. My character was Major Austin Blaze, and I could never get in trouble. Never. And so everybody was saying that I was sleeping with Mon Mothma.
Oh,
so
nice.
There's your backstory. Let's find out about Austin Blaze.
Oh, jeez. Well, that'll be late 2019 that we're going to start seeing some more information about that. The question is,
how much is it, though? How much is it going to be?
That hasn't been announced yet.
That's going to say it all right there. And that question right at the end where I cut it off right there.
Yeah.
That really is the question. And me, you, and one Ted Wally.
Well, hold on.
The
one thing that while I was listening to that and kind of going back to the conversation, do you really just want Game of Thrones in space?
Yes! Oh, my God, yes!
Because I kind of focused on it. You're like, I want to see more people die in Star Wars.
Well, I think I want to see somewhat like people that you care about die, though. When they killed off Han Solo, yeah, that hurt. But, we kind of knew Harrison Ford wanted out. But Rogue One was the first time you had two major characters. You see this girl go from a girl to a woman to a warrior and then a hero or heroine and then die?
Yeah.
Holy crap, that was the great payoff.
It was.
And I want to see more of that. Like I said, Suicide Squad. I would like to see some of that, not just a bunch of dead Muppets.
Okay, fair enough. So what did you want to hook into with Ted?
All right, so we were talking about the price points. And
the tier systems.
Right, and I was hemming and hawing on whether or not I wanted to replay this because you will hear in this, you're like, are we recording this?
Oh, yeah?
So, yeah, here's me making a bet with you schlubs. No mature themes, no R ratings. It's all going to be PG-13 kind of crap. So that means all the bow chicka wow wow and Jessica Jones and all the just kick-ass fighting and cussing that made Daredevil and the Punisher. How can you have the Punisher family friendly? It's not possible.
Well, but can't you see the writing on the wall, Dave? It's clear as day.
You're being facetious right now, and I don't know what you're getting at.
It's called multi-tiered offerings of Disney's content, right?
Crap.
I can.
You're so full of it.
What do you mean?
They're not going to have different tiers. All right, for all you dirty pornographers, you can get the Super Disney Whore Plus version. No, that's not going to happen.
Well,
it's not going to be a la carte. I just want the boobs, no muff.
All right.
No, that's not going to happen.
All right. Look, today is what, December 2nd today? I'm going to put $1. All right, you got a dollar that we're going to see tiered content come from Disney Plus.
Is this suddenly trading places with Dan Aykroyd?
Yeah, so you're in. Are you on my side against Dave?
Hold on, okay. Mike. All right, you're Ted. Your mic's on. All right, so wait, are you saying they're going to actually sell tiers of Disney where it's going to be like kid friendly?
Yeah,
I'm going to tell you exactly what they're going to do.
What
they're going to do is it's almost going to be a combination of both of what you guys are saying. There's going to be a tiered version of it because Disney, as much as they say or they're planning to do this kind of family-friendly sort of thing, the Disney Plus, the new Disney television shows are going to be done by Marvel's movie people,
right?
Not the television people,
right?
So it's going to be a lot more of like your Thor Ragnarok.
Well, I mean, I'm fine with that, but there's no adult themes in that, though. And then Jon Favreau is going to do the Star Wars thing, but obviously that's going to be, there's not a whole lot of Bow Chicka Wow Wow in Star Wars either. The dollar bet. You're going to try to tell me that they're going to have like
tiered content. They're going to be
R-rated?
Like, I don't know about R-rated.
Well, that's what it boils down to.
But essentially, yeah, I am saying that you're going to get children's level, family level, R-rated level. I'm $1 right now. This is being recorded. Right,
I'm on it.
I don't believe that.
And Ted's in on this.
I'll put $1. I don't believe that at all.
So you're going to owe Ted $1 and me $1.
As a parent, I want to watch boobs. Okay, so I'm going to pay for the boobs. All right, so that means I got the top tier level, got boobie level.
Right.
What about my 5-year-old Dean? I don't want him seeing boobies. So what? You're
going to have to exercise some parental controls on your devices, Dave.
That's what it's going to be.
No, because Disney knows that we're stupid. Disney knows that the average American household is too lazy to go in there and set parental locks. I got a gun lock. I ain't got no parental locks on my stuff. I was about to drop another word. So there's that. And look, in perpetuity, but we still don't know.
Well, and the thing, though, is there was an article that came out shortly after that.
Yeah,
that talked about, I believe it was CBS All Access or one of the other streaming services that has a multi-tier, or it was Warner Brothers, I believe.
Yeah, because Ted put it on my timeline on Facebook. But
yes.
Look, I mean, I don't disagree. I'm not saying y'all are wrong, but I'm also saying I'll see it when I believe it, though. I mean, when Disney sends us the menu, then we'll know. Because I think it's going to be just one-stop shop, and it's just going to be a price point thing.
I think you're just going to owe us $1.
People are texting me right now. Dang it. Oh. So, but, all right. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to hear from some of the best, more entertaining portions of The Week in Geek. Remember,
Oh, jeez, Dave.
When we get back, The Week in Geek continues on a retrospective New Year's Eve.
And we'll even throw a little history in there. So, guys, stay tuned. You're listening to The Week in Geek on News Talk 99.5 WRNO.
You've waited for it, and now it's here. Get your very own Week in Geek Radio Show t-shirt and help support our show. These 100% cotton black t-shirts with the Week in Geek Radio Show logo are going fast. So don't wait. Go to TWiGradio.com and order your shirt now. Just go to TWiGradio.com and get your very own Week in Geek Radio Show t-shirt. $15 up to XL, $17 for 2X and 3X. That's TWiGradio.com.
Friends, is your morning tea just not your cup of tea? Then try the tea blends of Viridian Tea Company. At Viridian Tea Company, they sell blends guaranteed to make you think outside the box. With such blends as Tea of the Necropolis, Quantum Mechanics, Spider Witch, and many more, your tea experience will be out of this world. Look for the blends at W&Q's Mid-City Bookshop, located at 631 North Carrollton, or on Etsy at Viridian Tea Company. Try Viridian Tea Company today. Your taste buds will thank you.
Boldly going where no bar has gone before. The Bad Wolf is a bar, restaurant, and game shop all in one. You can't beat our specialty drinks, fresh food, and a variety of RPGs, board games, and miniature games for sale or rent. Stop by and hang out, or attend one of our regularly scheduled events, all in a non-smoking environment. The Bad Wolf Bar and Grill is located at 2010 O'Connor Street in Gretna, or find us at badwolfbar.com. The Bad Wolf Bar and Grill, where everybody knows your game.
Welcome back to The Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. Like them on Facebook at The Week in Geek Radio Show. Here are your hosts, D Squared and Brian Held.
Welcome back. This is D Squared along with
Brian Held.
Now, as always, we want to strongly urge you to check out the Facebook page, facebook.com/The Week in Geek. Check out our website at TWiGradio.com. Follow us on Twitter at TWiG Radio, and the Instagram's The Week in Geek. Now, Brian, how can people listen to this lovely show?
Well, you can find us on Spreaker.com or download Spreaker for your smartphone or tablet. We're also on iTunes, YouTube, Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher, the iHeartRadio app, your mama's house, Brian at WRNO.com.
I knew I'd get you to come over to the dark side. Here's me, you, and Danny Flamingo. Well, this is part of the added content that we're trying to do, Brian. Since it's a retrospective, we're also looking forward to the new year, and we want to have more Captain's Log supplementals, TWiG supplementals, and this was taken after you and I and Danny got off the air, and we just kept the tape rolling, and here's one of the gems that came out of it.
I was gonna say it's great to watch y'all turn off and on, but it's like his is always on.
His is always on.
Because I've heard your radio voice as opposed to your real voice.
Yes,
and there isn't much difference, but there is a difference.
There is a difference. Yes,
I do feel like I need to go shower afterwards.
You feel dirty when he's done that.
Or aroused,
dude. Mark back. Look.
On tonight's episode of the Week in Geek Radio Show, Brian Held makes you melt from a mile away. Can you really? Find out tonight, 7 o'clock. Brian Held making men moist.
Dude, turn it off.
No, that is great. That is why you are the greatness that you are.
Tonight on The Week in Geek, Brian gets his second narration gig, narrating your life. Only on The Week in Geek.
Oh my God, I both love and hate that sounder so much.
And what's funny is now you understand and tell me that you don't want to compare notes of who gets it more, you or me.
Right.
Go to hell.
Tonight on The Week in Geek, soon at Wildcat Wrestling, 2 gigolos battle it out. Who can smack that ass better? Find out. Wildcat Wrestling, Christmas Day. All right, what is your show again?
This week in Geek History.
We're sending you back to the future!
Yes! Oh my God!
This week in Geek History is brought to you by Jezebel Johnston, Devil's Handmaid by Nancy Hansen, read by Brian Held. Available on Amazon, Audible, and iTunes. This week in Geek History.
Yes! Oh my gosh!
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun, boom. All right, what we got, Brian?
All right, first one out of the gate, you got to guess.
Yeah.
All right, December 25th, 1999. Directed by Dean Parisot and starring Tim Allen, Sigourney Weaver.
Oh, Galaxy Quest.
There you go. There you go. I love that movie.
I have no idea who the director is, though. That is the most quotable, bestest, coolest movie in the whole wide world.
No, that's one of the fun deals when I'm doing this history segment and finding the stuff, because then I get to watch clips and all that good stuff. All right, this one's cool.
Did you even watch that episode? It's the episode I died!
Right. No, this one's going to be fun. All right, December 26th, 1979. Thalassa, officially the Kingdom of Thalassa, is founded. It's one of the earliest micronations. You know what micronations are?
Fake nations?
Well, like the Principality
like
of
Luxembourg
Sealand.
or something?
No,
well,
Luxembourg's
they're pretty big, yeah.
Right. Well, because there's microstates, which are actual recognized entities by the UN, but then there's micronations, which are these kind of fake little states.
Wakanda?
No, because Wakanda's not
real
outside of the movie. These are people actually, like, you can go to the Principality of Sealand. I'm a baron of Sealand, but regardless,
my God,
the reason that I brought, you can address me as your excellency, the reason that I brought this up is to find out from you, Dave, what is the state of Nerdlandia?
Oh, I don't know what Nerdlandia. I never got a banner. That's it. My vow for 2019. I shall create the microstate Nerdlandia.
That'll be awesome.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. There we go. Well done. Well, you brought it back full circle. Good on you.
I'm trying. All right. Let's see. On December 28th, 1974. Sees Everyone's Doctor Tom Baker take over for John Pertwee as the fourth Doctor. And he just sent out a Christmas message to all his fans.
Honestly, when I first saw it, I thought it was the one that everybody got made for Paul Padachek.
Yeah.
When I first saw it, because it's just like him just chilling. And, man, that was awesome.
But I'm glad he's still kicking around, man.
Yeah, he's the best.
He is. Let's see. Last one on my history list is December 29th, 1967. sees the airing of the Star Trek episode The Trouble with Tribbles.
Yes.
They had 1,500 tribbles made for that episode.
Oh, my God.
All right, birthdays real fast?
Yeah, sure.
On the 24th, Diedrich Bader. He was...
I know, yeah.
Yes. On the 25th, CCH Pounder.
Oh,
yes.
G-Pounder.
Yes. On the 26th,
Good Lord, 30 seconds.
your favorite Joker, Jared Leto.
Oh, my God, no. Don't you take that back.
Olivia Cook.
Take that back right now.
And the 28th, Nichelle Nichols. And on the 29th, Jude Law. Come see us next year at Wizard World at the Ernest Morial Convention Center, January 4th through 6th. Go to wizardworld.com for more information and tickets.
Happy 2018, guys. We will see you next year.
Yes.
Till next time, keep your nerd flag raised high.
GFL.
Walton and Johnson, making mornings great on News Talk 99.5 WRNO FM, New Orleans. An iHeart radio station.